Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel, Brain Boosters, where we investigate different parts of manliness and personal growth. The present subject is 10 signs you are not a Sigma male. Before we plunge into the signs, we should rapidly survey what a Sigma male is. A Sigma male is somebody who doesn't adjust to society's conventional manly standards but rather keeps his own way. He's a solitary individual, independent, free, and doesn't require approval from others. Sigma guys are frequently effective, savvy, and puzzling, making them alluring to other people. 10 signs you are not a Sigma male. Number 1. You look for approval from others. Sigma guys are sure about their own skin and don't look for approval or endorsement from anybody. They trust their own judgment and pursue their own choices. Looking for approval from others is an indication of uncertainty and reliance on others. Sigma guys are autonomous and don't need approval from others to feel much better about themselves. Number 2. You're a supporter. Sigma guys are autonomous scholars and don't follow the group. They settle on their own choices in view of their own convictions and values, as opposed to following what others are doing. Sigma guys are not affected by peer pressure or cultural standards. They trust their own senses and outline their own course throughout everyday life. Number 3. You're an accommodating person. Sigma guys focus on their own necessities and won over others. They don't make a special effort to satisfy others or look for their endorsement. They do what they accept is best for themselves, paying little heed to others' thought processes. Accommodating people, then again, focus on others' requirements, and frequently penance their own joy and prosperity all the while. Number 4. You crave attention. Sigma guys like to remain behind the scenes and needn't bother with consideration or acknowledgement. They are not keen on being the focal point of consideration or looking for popularity or fortune. They are happy with their own organization and don't require outer approval to feel better about themselves. Individuals who need consideration are frequently uncertain and look for approval from others to feel better about themselves. Number 5. You lack confidence. Sigma guys ooze certainty and confidence. They trust in themselves and their capacities and won't hesitate to take on new difficulties. They trust their own judgment and don't question themselves. The absence of certainty is an indication of weakness and self-question. Sigma guys have areas of strength for themselves and don't require approval from others to feel better about themselves. Number 6. You don't embrace your uniqueness. Sigma guys are glad for their distinction and don't attempt to find a place with others. They embrace their interesting characteristics and use them for their potential benefit. They don't attempt to adjust to cultural standards or mix in with the group. They stand apart from the group and are pleased with it. Individuals who don't embrace their uniqueness frequently feel unreliable and attempt to adjust to what others are doing. Number 7. You won't face challenges. Sigma guys are daring people and don't avoid difficulties. They won't hesitate to take on new tasks or attempt new things. They embrace vulnerability and are not stopped by disappointment. Individuals who don't face challenges frequently avoid any and all risks and don't arrive at their maximum capacity. Sigma guys embrace the obscure and won't hesitate to come up short. Number 8. You're not independent. Sigma guys are independent and don't depend on others for their requirements. They are confident and don't require outside approval or backing to feel far better about themselves. They are open to being distant from everyone else and needn't bother with others to approve of their reality. Individuals who are not independent frequently depend on others for their requirements and don't assume a sense of ownership of their own lives. Number 9. You don't have a clear sense of purpose. Sigma guys have an unmistakable feeling of direction and bearing throughout everyday life. They understand what they need and have the arrangement to accomplish it. They are not capriciously meandering through life, yet rather have a reasonable vision of their future. Individuals who don't have a reasonable feeling of direction frequently feel lost and uncertain of themselves. Sigma guys have areas of strength and direction not entirely set in stone to accomplish their objectives. Number 10. You're not baffling. Sigma guys are known for their baffling and mysterious nature. They have a demeanor of secret about them that makes them interesting to other people. They don't uncover everything about themselves and keep others speculating. They have a confidential side that they keep stowed away from others, which adds to their charm. Individuals who are not strange frequently uncover a lot about themselves and can seem to be exhausting or unsurprising. Sigma guys have a feeling of persona that attracts others to them. Indications of the Sigma male character. Number 1. may need interactive abilities. Either in light of the fact that he lacks the opportunity to waste time with them, or hasn't sharpened them, interactive abilities aren't the Sigma male's solid suit. He finds casual conversation exhausting and superfluous, and doesn't see the point in attempting to kowtow the chief or curry favor with leaders. Charming himself to others to attempt to intrigue them conflicts with his qualities. He might be the person who makes an appearance in pants to a mixed drink party he truly doesn't have any desire to join in. Or on the other hand, he's the person who doesn't answer messages since he doesn't invest a lot of energy seeing his telephone or PC. Number 2. Plays with risk. Since he is autonomous and doesn't necessarily in all cases consent to power, the Sigma man can play with perilous circumstances. He's not a miscreant or an offender, but rather he wouldn't fret venturing near the line. He doesn't do this fair to come to a meaningful conclusion or hotshot. He has a valid justification that fits with his own perspective. He might do things that seem wild and aren't totally protected, riding bikes, swimming with sharks, and so on. But since he's clever, he goes ahead with reasonable plans of action that he thoroughly considers cautiously. Number 3. Frequently strange or cryptic. The Sigma fellow doesn't have to wear his feelings on his sleeve or uncover all parts of himself to everybody. Others will be unable to understand him or know the precisely exact thing he's reasoning for. There's a demeanor of secret about him that isn't purposeful. He's doing whatever it takes not to be mysterious or puzzling. He simply keeps down until he's prepared to offer more. This quality can be baffling for those in a relationship with him. Yet the right sort of accomplice will see the value in major areas of strength for his quiet methodology. Number 4. Walks to his own beat. A Sigma man doesn't have to pursue directions or do what's generally anticipated. He walks to his own beat, not to stick out or intrigue but rather in light of the fact that that is what his identity is. He understands what he prefers and what he needs, and needn't bother with society's feedback, or anybody's so far as that is concerned, to characterize him. He has an internal compass that guides him, regardless of whether he swims against the current or causes some disruption. He's his own man and totally certain about that. Number 5. Incredible mindfulness. Sigma guys understand what they need from life since they have given it a lot of thought, and dismiss the jobs expected of them in an ordinary order. At the point when you're liberated from the strain of working in order, your feelings and wants to become the overwhelming focus. With more prominent mindfulness comes a more prominent ability to deal with feelings, and perceive when they are serving you or not serving you. Number 6. Peaceful and pondering. Sigma men can commonly peruse each one in a room like an alpha might do. However, Sigmas won't feel the plain need to communicate their brightness. Sigma guys will quite often focus on speculation prior to talking. They like to invest energy examining everything, including encounters, feelings, and new data. They set aside some margin to arrive at their own decisions as opposed to tolerating regular translations. Number 7. Confident. Freedom is the directing power of the Sigma male. In the event that you are a Sigma, you keep away from power. You'll look for a way of life that allows you to be the expert of your destiny. Albeit a Sigma male isn't above chasing help when suitable. He normally can perceive his own concerns and settle them. He knows how to deal with himself and is content to do as such. Number 8. Treats individuals similarly. On the off chance that you're a Sigma male, you coexist with individuals from all levels of the social order. Not at all like somebody attempting to keep a progressive position, you would seldom have ulterior thought processes. The Sigma male draws in individuals out of certifiable interest or interest. This contrasts enormously with the alpha who needs to rule or possibly extricate something of significant worth out of others. Number 9. Adjusts effectively to change. Sigma guys have a chameleon-like nature. Their adaptable characters acclimate to various circumstances. They can cooperate with numerous social progressive systems without turning out to be important for them. Despite the fact that Sigma guys aren't truly going to be cooperative individuals, they are completely adequate at working inside bunches when essential or wanted. Number 10. Blissful in isolation. Sigma guys are frequently summarized with the short-sighted mark of thoughtful alpha. This is valid in that Sigmas fall on the withdrawn side of the loner/outgoing person range. Thus, Sigma guys frequently invest energy without help from anyone else. They utilize web-based entertainment rarely and don't require customary contact with others to feel content. As a Sigma male, you value your internal world and need to participate in exercises that are specifically satisfying. whether they are situated for monetary benefit or the procurement of new connections. How to turn into a Sigma male. It's vital to take note that the idea of a Sigma male is definitely not a generally perceived term. And there is no one-size-fits-all manual for becoming one. Notwithstanding, there are sure qualities that are usually connected with Sigma guys. And fostering these characteristics might assist you with turning out to be more certain, autonomous, and confident. Here are a few hints that might end up being useful to you to foster the characteristics generally connected with Sigma guys. Number 1. Foster self-assurance. Sigma guys ooze certainty and confidence. Creating fearlessness is a cycle that requires some investment and exertion. Begin by recognizing your assets and shortcomings. Then, put forth reachable objectives for you and work towards them. Comment on your triumphs, regardless of how little they might be, and gain from your disappointments. Practice positive self-talk and challenge negative self-talk when it emerges. Number 2. Figure out how to pay attention to your gut feelings. Sigma guys trust their own judgment and pursue their own choices. Figuring out how to pay attention to your gut feelings can be testing. Particularly assuming you have been molded to look for the endorsement of others. Work on paying attention to your intuitions and confiding in yourself to settle on the ideal decisions. Focus on your body's actual reactions when you are confronted with a choice, as these can be signs of everything that your instinct is saying to you. Number 3. Embrace your uniqueness. Sigma guys are glad for their uniqueness and don't attempt to find a place with others. Comment on your extraordinary characteristics and use them for your potential benefit. Embracing your uniqueness can assist you with standing apart from the group and gaining trust in yourself. It can likewise be useful to encircle yourself with individuals who appreciate and uphold your uniqueness. Number 4. Face challenges. Sigma guys are daring people and won't hesitate to take on new difficulties. Work on venturing beyond your usual range of familiarity and attempting new things. This can assist you with building certainty and fostering a feeling of experience. Begin little by attempting new food sources, investigating new leisure activities, or going to new spots. As you become more alright with facing challenges, you can provoke yourself to take on greater difficulties. Number 5. Develop a feeling of secret. Sigma guys have a demeanor of secret about them that attracts others to them. Work on being confounding and keeping a few parts of yourself hidden. This can assist you with showing up really fascinating and charming to other people. Nonetheless, it means a lot to track down a harmony between being strange and being transparent with others. Try not to be excessively shut off, as this can drive others away. Number 6. Be independent. Sigma guys are independent and don't depend on others for their necessities. Work on getting a sense of ownership with your own life and accomplishing your objectives freely. This can assist you with building certainty and fostering a healthy identity dependence. In any case, it's memorable's essential that it's alright to request help when you really want it. Being independent doesn't mean you need to do everything alone. Number 7. Foster a reasonable feeling of direction. Sigma guys have a reasonable feeling of direction and bearing throughout everyday life. Find an opportunity to think about your qualities and what you need to accomplish throughout everyday life. Put forth objectives for you and work towards them reliably. This can assist you with fostering major areas of strength for a personality and course throughout everyday life. It can likewise be useful to search out coaches or good examples who can assist with directing you in your excursion. It's memorable's vital that turning into a Sigma male isn't tied in with adjusting to a particular generalization or set of characteristics. It's tied in with creating certainty, freedom, and a solid identity. Center around building these characteristics inside yourself. And you might find that you normally typify a portion of the qualities related to Sigma guys. It's likewise critical to recollect that everybody's process is interesting. And there is no right method for turning into a Sigma male. Eventually, it's tied in with being consistent with yourself and carrying on with life in your own specific manner. What is the contrast between Alpha and Sigma male? The principal contrast between Alpha and Sigma guys is that extremely confident men are overbearing and self-assured. While Sigma guys' areas of strength are characters with qualities of both Alpha and Beta guys. A sociosexual order is a grouping of men as indicated by their character. The social situation among different men, and notoriety with ladies. As needs be, men are for the most part classified into two sorts. They are extremely confident men and Beta guys. Be that as it may, as of late, another classification known as Sigma guys has come into prevalence. Similitudes among Alpha and Sigma male. Both are certain and strong and have solid authority characteristics. They are strong and defensive of others. Also, both are well known for ladies. All in all, on the off chance that you show any of the above signs, you may not be a Sigma male. Sigma guys are certain, free, and have serious areas of strength for themselves. They don't look for approval from others and are not impacted by cultural standards or companion pressure. They are independent and have a reasonable feeling of direction throughout everyday life. They won't hesitate to face challenges and embrace vulnerability. They have a baffling and fascinating nature that attracts others to them. While these qualities may not matter to everybody, they are normal among Sigma guys. Remember that it's okay not to be a Sigma male, and everybody has their own extraordinary characteristics that make them what their identity is. The significant thing is to be consistent with yourself and carry on with life in your own particular manner. We genuinely trust that finding out about these practices has assisted you with valuing being a Sigma fellow. Much obliged to you for watching, and we'll see you in the following video. Furthermore, remember to like, comment, and subscribe for additional enlightening videos like this.